It was a sunny March morning as the Meinschiff 2 pulled into the harbor of San Sebastian on the island of La Gomera, and I had no idea about the struggles this day was gonna have in store for me. As instructed, I met up with my bicycle group in the art gallery of all places, which is where we were fitted with helmets, got to pick out our backpacks, got our power bars, and then we left the ship. At that point, I kinda noticed that some of the people in the group looked pretty athletic, but there were a lot of really normal looking people too, and I felt pretty good about this excursion. That was gonna change in about 45 minutes. Another short break. We've already ridden over 5 kilometers, almost all uphill, and there's still quite a way to go. That's where we came from, down there, and it's definitely burning the calories.
Straight from a party, we're all on a roll tonight. Women be sparky, all the men be dancing right, moving my body, clubbing feels so sweet.
I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. Here's my hand. And I have had to get off of my bike and start pushing because I just can't keep up. There's a few others in the group, but this is totally unexpected. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like it's been all uphill, almost all uphill. And I don't even think we're halfway yet.
And I got all my sisters to the right. We'll be moving till the break of light. And I got all my brothers within sight, turning till the clock will strike 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty people dance, pretty baby darling. Pretty people dance, pretty baby darling. Pretty people dance, pretty baby darling. Pretty people dance, pretty people dance. Do you believe there's a young world in my heart telling me to dance, taking a chance? If you believe there's a young world to come about, young world shaking the ground. There's no better way, together we're alive. Last night got us all on fire, brought us higher. Do you believe?
11 kilometers. I think when you see the people on top of that little hill there, it gives you an idea of just how gigantic this all is. I've never been any place like this. As you can see, I am pushing my bike again. Been doing it for about 15 minutes because it's just uphill the whole time. And I'm a sprinter, not a long distance athlete. It's pretty, but It is hard work. I'm back in the saddle. We're rolling. But I have a feeling it's not for long. So I actually had to stop. We made it to the normal end, like the top of where it normally goes to, and then because so many people in this group are really active, the guide was like,
let's go a little bit further to make it to 500 meters.
and me and a couple other people just decided,
I don't need to do that.
so we're waiting here at this kind of beautiful little corner with a waterfall for the rest of the group to make it up to 500 meters, and then they're all gonna come flying back down here, and then we're gonna join them, and I can't wait to coast back down the mountain. It's a late night cocktail cam. My cocktail of choice this evening is also not a cocktail, it's a cognac, but I'm not gonna sing a late night cognac song.
Host.
This is Hennessy actually, and when we were staying in the suite, the cognac in the minibar was Courvoisier.
Ooh la la.
And we still perhaps may have a few small bottles of Courvoisier at home from the minibar on that suite. If you hear like a fan running in the background, it's because I'm importing video clips from the bike ride today into the project. That bike ride, y'all, was, first of all, the scenery was amazing, and when you watch the video of me biking back down the mountain, which maybe you've watched that by now, or maybe I'll upload it after this, I don't know. It really, I don't know, it'll give you a good idea of how high we actually, I don't know if it'll give you an idea how high we were, but it'll give you an idea of how long we were biking uphill. You know, when I think back just a couple of days ago to how upset I was about how the guy at the bicycle counter was trying to talk me out of doing one of these bike tours. He knew what he was talking about, I guess. But you know, another thing that, I don't know, that's just got me to thinking is I'd like to think that I'm in pretty good shape. But through my previous life as a dancer and now the sport I do the most, I guess, regularly is tennis. And both of those things are more like sprinting. Like you have to give a bunch of energy for a really short amount of time, and then you can recuperate. And you can do that for like 2.5 hours. And when you give energy, it's like maximum and then break. And this was like, gosh, it was like maximum energy for like 35 minutes at a time. And then short break, and then continue for another 35 minutes and like repeat. I don't know how long were we were probably on our way up a good 2 hours. I could look in my watch. I mean, the coasting back down was so amazing. I wonder if I had known exactly what it would have been like if I would have done it or not. I don't know. I'm glad that I wasn't the only person who was pushing, although there were only 2 or 3 others, and I was definitely the first. It was a long time after I had my first push break, because I didn't like start pushing and then just push to the end. It was like push for a little bit and then ride, and then push for a little bit and then ride. But yeah, the break between when I started the first time and when somebody else had to push was a long break. So, and I look at the video, and if you guys have seen the video of these other people, they don't all look to be like in incredible athletic shape. They just look normal to me. I would like to think that I look normal too, but like I said, it was too much for me. When did that happen? One interesting thing I can tell you, and another thing that I really like about this cruise line is I went to the spa, got a massage. It was not ridiculously overpriced. It was just minimally overpriced. When I go to my favorite place in Hamburg, an hour massage is, I think it cost me 58 euros, and an hour massage here was 65. So, I mean, it's definitely more expensive than on land, than most places on land. But when you consider that an hour-long massage, like on Disney or Carnival, costs like $120, big difference. And here is the most important point about it all. Nobody tried to sell me anything at any time. I showed up there, the massage therapist, or I don't know if you'd call her a therapist when you're on a ship, but the massage person came out, greeted me friendly, walked in there, laid down, she kneaded my body into a pulp, and then she said thank you, and that was it. And there was no sales whatsoever. And I am just so much more tempted to go back. I mean, I'm not going to, but I would be so much more tempted to go back to a spa like that than to spend $120 again on Disney and then leave with a total guilty conscience and feeling terrible because I didn't buy anything to help these poor people working there earn a little bit more money, I just don't like that. I don't like that concept. I don't like that business model here. Much better. And I would think that they ultimately then end up having more repeat customers and making more money. I don't know. Back to the bike ride. Strangely enough, my body feels fine though. Like, I don't feel like, my legs don't feel like jelly or whatever. I don't feel like I'm necessarily going to have any sort of aches and pains tomorrow, more than I usually have, I guess. What was hard is just like, I don't know, aerobically, I was just not fit enough. Like, my pulse was so high that I was like, okay, I have to stop because I'm not getting like enough oxygen into my blood. to make my legs move as fast as they need to move to keep up with the rest of the group, I guess. So I guess I need to just work on more aerobic fitness. For the next time, I want to ride a bike up an old volcano vertically, 1,500 feet. There you go. It's that easy. Tomorrow is a sea day, and I have 0 plans, but I'm going to do another little cabin tour, even though this cabin is very similar to the other balcony cabin I had. Some slight differences. And then Friday, so today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, sea day, and then Friday, I'll be back home. But as always, I'm really looking forward to it because that means I can start to get these videos online, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you all and to entertaining you and getting your feedback as well, and just putting some cruise videos out there that are actually cruise videos. You know, it's not a lot of that happening right now, and I'm very happy to be the person to supply them. Okay, I'm going back to work on this cognac and on these videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye.